Tonight, we are trying a brand new concept on the channel. It's something that I've always had, at least in my head, as what I wanted people to do with the channel is to drink along with whatever I'm drinking. So tonight I figured we'd try it in a live stream type of scenario. So tonight we are going to be drinking the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Barrel Proof. Hey, so I wanted to introduce a new person to my channel. This is Shayla from Whiskey Central.
Hi, guys.
And then, of course, you all know Matt from Whiskey Crusaders.
How's it going?
These two brave souls have chosen to drink a 66.75% ABV whiskey with me in public, most likely to excess. So, speaking of which, why don't we all pour a little dram and get things going? So... how's everybody in the chat doing? You guys all drinking along? Hopefully you had enough of a notice to go pick up a bottle. If you didn't, pick up some sort of barrel proof something and just kind of drink along with us. Always good stuff. There's one person in the chat I do want to say hi to, Shashank. He's actually, him and I work together, and it's very late his time. He's in India. Actually, it's very early his time. So if he's there, just, hey, Shashank, how you doing? So, Matt, Shayla, how are you guys doing today?
Good. It's been a nice day off, just sitting around working on whiskey stuff and working on the Discord all day with the Whiskey Tribe. So that was fun.
Oh, nice.
Doing their beta testing.
Okay, not surprised. You better not abandon my Discord for that. I'll be very
No, I won't. Don't worry. I help promote it.
Yep. Excellent. Good. That'd be great. How about you, Shayla? What are you up to today?
I was just getting ready for this live, basically, getting my camera set. I had a bunch of technical difficulties for like the last few hours, so. But yeah, otherwise a good day.
Awesome. I would be very interested to hear about those, but in a few minutes. So, do you guys both have a drink poured?
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, then, how about cheers to everybody in the chat, and Shayla for your first. Is this your first live stream?
First live.
All right. So first live stream and first time on my channel. I'm sure it won't be the last. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So for those of you that don't know, Shayla has a newer channel. She's actually, when did you start? It was probably about a month and a half ago, I would guess, right?
Yeah. I just put up my 5th video, so a month and a week-ish.
Perfect. Yeah. So yeah, I think I hopped on. You had single-digit subscribers when I first subscribed to your channel.
I still do. I'm at 43, I think, right now. So
43. Okay, cool. Well, I put a link down in my description to both Matt and Shayla's channel. So if you guys aren't subscribed to either one of them, first off, you're nuts. But you know, it's feasible to not know of Shayla yet, but you will. She reviewed the Johnny Walker Red very recently.
You're a brave soul.
Yeah, I saw it right over your shoulder there. There's a Jack Daniel's, just old number 7, and a Johnny Walker Red right over your shoulder. So yeah, she's starting things off right.
Yeah. Except I don't think it tastes like gasoline. So.
Well, you know, some people aren't as very good at tasting, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Matt.
All she needs to do is compare the White Walker to the Red. You'll be in great shape.
Yeah.
You got it. So perfect. Now you can tell us how much they both suck. It'd be great.
This one definitely sucks. Even frozen, they say to freeze it, and it sucks still.
It sucks less frozen. That's the way.
It does suck less frozen.
No flavor.
Yeah, there's like frozen red berries and like yay.
That was about all I got too. Yeah.
It is. It's blows.
So
Wait,
Shayla,
don't worry.
Go ahead.
You can get it for $10 now.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's brutal.
Yeah, I didn't spend too much money on it. What were you saying, Bill?
I was just gonna say, have you had both of those kind of next to each other recently?
I haven't. No, when I first got it, I did, but I haven't.
By the end of the stream, that'll happen, I'm sure.
Okay.
And I only have the red, but I'm happy to pour it along with you. Matt, do you have both of them?
Of course.
Okay, so maybe this is a thing that'll happen. Maybe some.
I have a mini bottle of red because now my good bottle of red is the one from the 80s. I like that bottle.
Yeah.
But the crappy one is a mini bottle because that's all I needed to review because I knew it sucked. I refused to spend more money than $1.99 on it.
Yeah.
I don't like it straight. I only mix it with ginger ale, but I like it mixed with ginger ale. So
Yeah, you're fixing it. That's the solution. See?
I'm fixing it. Yeah.
So for those of you in the chat, tonight's I guess you want to call it structure is extremely loose. Whatever you guys want to hear, some whiskey aficionados talk about or nerds, just feel free to chime in. Actually, one person kind of already put something out there I think is worth discussing. So Four Roses single barrel versus 1792 single barrel. Any opinions between you two?
Yes, Four Roses all day long.
Yeah,
I haven't read it either. So
that's interesting. I think I would probably be in the same camp. It's been a little while since I've had the Four Roses single barrel, and I've had the 1792 much more recently. But I'm not sure. I think I would probably pick the Four Roses as well.
It's so much more interesting, especially since you get 10 different single barrels out of the deal. Plus they're all picks, and they tend to be a hell of a lot better.
That's where I was kind of hesitating a little bit because I was kind of rattling through I think I've had 3 or 4 different variations. None of them were bad.
No.
And so I was thinking, I'm like, maybe 1 out of the 9 is not as good, but I don't know. Yeah, it's tough to say.
Yeah, not that I can remember. We still haven't done a video on that. I got a buddy, he's got multiple of all 10 that lives down the street. When all this crap ends, he's like, hey, come over and you bring your kids and they can go play in the backyard and we can taste all 10 and Uber over here. I'm like, yeah, so I'll only be Ubering to do that many.
That's awesome.
Shoot a video on all 10, so that should be a blast.
That'll be really fun.
Yeah, by the end, it should be hilarious.
Yeah. We need this stupid virus gone so we can do more. I had so many fun plans this year, Matt.
I know.
I was going to bother you in person. It was going to be so fun.
This is true. It would be way more fun.
Yeah.
Hell, no freaking, Bastards Ball.
I know.
Blows. And really, it's just La Quinta. I mean, obviously, I like the Bastards Ball, but the best part is really hanging out with everybody at La Quinta and hanging out the best with everyone else.
Yes, for sure.
Obviously, I love the distillers, but I'd rather see everybody else. I mean, personal preference.
Yeah,
for sure. So, Shayla, where are you based out of? Like, what state?
I actually live in Mexico.
In Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I lived there, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
a couple of years, but I was based out of Washington, or like Oregon, Washington. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where in Mexico? Like.
It's next to Puerto Vallarta.
Okay. So I was gonna say I know like 6 different cities, and I
like right in the middle and on the West Coast.
Okay, West Coast, perfect. Nice. So it must be pretty early for you, or what time zone are you in?
It's 8 p.m. right now.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's
1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah. You're in the same time zone as Matt.
Oh, okay.
So I'm curious, Shayla. I'm going to keep grilling you because you're new. So you just put up a video today. It was a rye, Rittenhouse rye, I think.
Wild turkey.
It was wild turkey. That's right. Right. What do you think of that wild turkey? I have not had that wild turkey rye yet.
I think it's pretty good. Yeah. It's
spoiler alert, I guess, but still.
yeah, spoiler. But no, I think it's pretty good. I haven't had the 101, but I know people like that more. It just has more flavor and people like proof. So, but this is the only one that I can get down here. I can't get the 101, so
okay.
I think it's pretty good.
You can't get the 101 down there? That's crazy to think about.
I've looked at like 8 probably. So
wow.
Yeah.
The 101's hard to get in a lot of places around the country. Even obviously, I know you're in a different country, but it's actually really hard to get in most of the U.S. The 101 just for whatever reason is hard to get.
Yeah, I know the Scotch Test Dummies, they reviewed the 81 and then they said that they couldn't find the 101 for a long time and then they finally got it somehow. But
yeah. I see it occasionally, but you're right. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's not as common as it should be.
Yeah.
It's because they stopped making rye they just hit like one day per year Wild Turkey put out rye, and that's why they have such a slow amount of rye out right now, is because of that. Now, of course, they've ramped it up, but for a while there was 1 day per year make rye.
Wow.
It's like, wow. So that's why they're so low on stock.
Crazy.
That makes some sense. So now that we've kind of given some people a few minutes to filter in here, what do you guys think of this whiskey?
By far the best Jack Daniel's product.
What do you think, Shayla?
I don't have the barrel proof. I just have the single barrel, but I like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no, she
better, but
Shayla was like concerned about coming on the stream and was like, "Hey, is it okay if I just bring the single barrel? I can't get the other." Like, of course, it's all whiskey. It's at least it's high proof. I mean, you're gonna be
a
What
little
is
bit. This is 90, I think, right?
Oh, it's only okay. I thought it was higher than that. I actually
94.
It's
Yeah.
funny. I haven't done that one yet.
Yeah, mine's 45. I know there's some that are like 47, but
Oh, because you must get different. Yeah, I wonder how your proofs are down there. If they're going to be different significantly to what we get. That's interesting, actually.
yeah, because I know I saw some reviews and I was like, mine's not the same proof. I mean, I know it's a single barrel, but I figured it would be, 47 or somewhere around there. But
So,
I don't know.
is it still 80 proof the requirement for whiskey in Mexico, or can it be lower like it is in Australia, like 76?
I haven't seen anything under 80.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's, and a lot of this stuff gets imported from the US. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for those of you guys in the chat, I'm just curious. Let me know in some way, shape, or form if you're drinking this along with us. As far as the nose here, one of the things that I pick up almost more than anything else is kind of a peanutty, kind of nutty nose. It's almost to the point where like that's most of what I'm smelling. But there's something else underneath. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe cinnamon, but it's tough because it's so high ABV that it's. I mean, you can't not. I'm actually. I'm going to add a couple drops of water, see if that changes things around at this point. We have a long stream ahead of us, and if I'm drinking 66% whiskey for an hour, it's going to be a fun stream. So.
Yeah, it's that cinnamon, like hot caramel with, like you said, that crushed peanuts. A little bit of oak and vanilla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, water helps a lot, actually.
yeah, mine is really similar. They're different barrels, but oak, vanilla, caramel, like almost like a maple syrupy kind of sweetness.
Yeah. I mean, obviously this is a single barrel, but I mean, yours is going to be pretty close, just proof down. I mean, it's going to be the right same flavor profile, just lower ABV. So I would think the nosing notes would probably be pretty similar.
See, I don't get the overpowering banana you get on like regular Jack Daniels either. But I know that what's his name here, Crap Monsang says he gets lots of bananas.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I've gotten the banana in Jack, but I've never considered it to be all that overpowering. It might have just been a little while since I've had something like the Gentleman Jack. Actually, I don't think I've bought a bottle of Gentleman Jack since my very first episode, which that's quite a while ago. It's not bad. It's just there's so many other things to buy.
For sure. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I get banana on this one, but like a fresh banana almost, and then this one is like almost artificially flavored kind of banana. So it's way lighter. It's like you can barely, I don't know. It's not there almost.
You talk about kind of like an unripe banana, like a little bit more, a little less banana-y smelling, but yeah. So how much is a bottle? I think this was like almost 50 or right about 50. I could be wrong.
It was 50 for me.
What was it?
It was 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
It
might have been 65.
Yeah, anywhere between 35 and 65, depending on the market.
Yeah. Wow.
Class 6, I got it for 36.
Wow.
So, which was fantastic. Thank God for the base.
So Brad has a 134.3 and a 131.
Nice.
And he says the 131 is way better. Which is kind of funny to think.
Yeah. And it probably a different barrel, I'm sure.
Yeah. So now is the one that you have, Matt, is it 133.5 or is it something different?
Mine is 132.1.
I'm winning.
You're winning. Although
mine's
there's
bigger.
A sample up here somewhere of a higher one. I don't know. Got a lot of samples.
Mine is barrel number 20, bottled on 2/18/20. Wow, so yours is pretty new. Mine's bottled on 12/3/19. So this must have been. I only just bought this like a few weeks ago. I think it's showing up in the background of my last few videos though. So you guys. What was that?
Mine's 10/31/18. So a couple years.
Yeah, so you've had it or it's been around for a little bit. So one thing I've been doing with these bottles behind me is I'm actually shifting them as I review. So like this guy was right in the middle here, and so like this is Sunday's video. the Matsui, and then I'll probably review this guy, and then I'm going to do Springbank.
Okay.
So for anybody here who's tuning into the live stream now, you kind of know that little behind the scene.
Yeah.
So thank you, Patrick. Oh, by the way, I totally missed it. Somebody super chatted me earlier. I should have said thank you. Sorry about that. James, thank you for the super chat earlier as well. So.
Oh yeah, a lot of people are drinking it. That's cool.
Yeah, keep those super chats coming, and I'll talk Shayla into drinking the red and the Johnny Walker White.
Good idea. I like this plan.
I could be quite persuasive. keep drinking.
Yeah. Cool.
Any question about whiskey asked of Matt should be followed up with which bottle? Yeah, I suppose that's true.
True.
Matt is like a savant of whiskey, though. I mean, it's honestly impressive.
I try.
Yeah. So Shayla, since you've been starting to do the videos, obviously I know you've done 5 so far, and what has anything? What's the question I'm trying to ask? Has anything been a surprise? Like going into it, you thought you liked it, and then when you really started evaluating it, maybe you thought differently, or the opposite. Maybe you didn't like it and evaluated it, and now you like it more.
Yeah.
Putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I think I just had. Well, I mean, I've had it for a little while, but I have Glenfiddich 12 back there.
Mm-hmm.
No worries. So the first scotch I had was Johnny Walker Red, and I know how you guys feel about that. So
I can't wait for a year from now.
I don't know. It's just the difference between a really low, a lower quality whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
what did you say?
I think that I think I'm lagging really bad on your.
Oh, I think I'm breaking up. Oopsie.
Yeah, that's all right. So, while we're waiting for Shayla to kind of get her thing back. No, it's okay. Let's try this for just a second.
Okay, I think I'm back.
All right. So, Shayla, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. We're back in sync again. It seemed like we got about a 10-15 second delay. So.
Yeah, it might just be. I have good internet, but I don't know. But yeah, just the difference between a good, decent quality single malt and then Johnny Walker. So.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you thinking you're gonna review next?
This I have a French whiskey.
Ooh, which one? Cool. See, this is what I get to do when you hold things up.
Oh, there we go.
Legendary.
Yeah, it's in cognac and Sauternes barrels, and then it's finished in a white wine barrel or a yellow wine barrel is what they call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You can tell it's quality because it's whiskey de France.
Yeah, for real. I don't even know that whiskey. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have it down here, and the Whiskey Tribe or the Whiskey Vault, whichever one, reviewed it as well. So I think they have the white label, which is aged or finished in a different wine cask, but yeah.
Cool.
So it tastes just like a peated Scotch, though. I swear they switched the whiskey.
Oh, she's talking my language. It sounds.
I know, right?
It's so good. It's so good. It's like a Speyside trapped in Islay Scotch.
All right.
Intriguing.
Floral, but it's mostly,
Sounds like a distiller we need to contact.
I know, right? That sounds pretty good. Whiskey de France.
Yes.
So fancy, yeah. I saw it and it was on sale, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. I had no idea what it was.
So is the brand, is it Legionnaire or whatever it was?
Yeah, Legendary, I think is the
Legendary.
brand.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they have the black label and a white label. So
okay,
and that's all I've seen. But
yeah, I'm with you, Matt. I think I might reach out to them too. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah,
awesome.
There you go,
Shayla.
You can. We'll give you credit and everything. Maybe they'll.
There you go. It's Marcel Cavalier, which is like some Jura fancy wine guy. He makes it, I think.
Ooh, so Crap Mostank, which I just kind of wanted to say his name, is asking if I prefer Booker's or Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. I would have to say Booker's. Overall. Yeah, this is really good, but Booker's, just the variety there is much more interesting. This is almost just kind of like, wow, that's a really good Jack Daniel's, whereas Booker's is like, that's a really good bourbon. Yeah. So really overpriced, but really good. That's killing me. I hope that they come down with their price a little bit. Yeah. I would love to start reviewing Booker's again. I'm just taking a stance. I'm not going to do it till their price drops.
Protest.
Yeah, I mean, they've had some really good expressions that I've really wanted to get. Like, what was the biscuit one?
Beaten biscuits.
Beaten biscuits. I think people were speaking really well of that one.
That good. Country ham was freaking awesome.
Country ham as well, yeah. So both of those were intriguing. I really wanted to pick them up, but I was like, no, $80 in my area. I can't do it. So, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
My wife just bought me Green Spot. I am still going to get Redbreast 12. What's your opinion between the two? That's a good question, at least for me. I would want to try them both side by side before I gave you a good answer, but yeah, it's like if it was the Redbreast cast strength, I would pick that every time. But I think if you held my feet to the fire, I would probably pick the Green Spot in that particular face-off. But yeah, I see Matt. It's funny. I wasn't looking at you, Matt, because I didn't want to be influenced because I knew that you had an opinion already.
Yes, of course.
No,
I think it's the right opinion.
Yeah, excellent. Justified by the.
What do you think, Matt?
Yeah.
Well, I think because your Green Spot's going to already be 46, and the Redbreast is only 40. But if you're going to put it against the cash strength is really and truly one of the best Irish fishes there is. But yeah, if you just had the two base ones, I'd pick the Green Spot over the regular Redbreast 12.
Mm-hmm. So for those of you that are drinking along with us, what do you think of this whiskey? And if you want to throw out any sort of tasting or nosing notes other than peanuts and bananas, feel free. It'd be interesting to know. The taste on this, for me, I mean, unless I dilute it a bit, the taste really is more just like it's good. You know, I'm not picking anything. I would say it's really well balanced. There's nothing that's overpowering or nothing that's like, hey, I taste like this, you know, or caramel or vanilla or oak. It's just kind of like, hey, it tastes pretty good. So I don't know. I could probably dissect it a little bit and probably will in a video, but for the moment, I'm just enjoying it. What do you guys think?
It's like I said, it's the best Jack Daniel products there is. I like it. I'm probably not going to drink a ton of it just because it's fine.
Yeah,
it's good, but I'm just, it's still Jack Daniels. It's just not the most exciting thing in the world to me.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's like I said, it's the best there is, and I'm glad I have it. Let's put it that way.
Nice. So once again, like to pick on Crap Mostank just because it's fun to say. He's got a good question for you, Shayla. Here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, pretty classic question. How did you get into whiskey?
Okay.
I mean, there's plenty of women that drink whiskey, but usually there's a decent story behind why you'd try it in the first place.
So originally, I really liked wine, and I worked at a vineyard, and that's kind of where I got it started. With like, I don't know, I wanted to be like a sommelier and all this stuff, you know. And then I was at a bar, and my husband was like, "Hey, you should try Jameson," and I was like, "Okay." And so I tried it, and I was like, I don't like straight alcohol other than whiskey now, because I've tried other things and I haven't liked them. So I tried Jameson and I was like, oh, that's good. And then I just kind of started buying other things, and yeah. Yeah,
I mean, that's as good a reason as any. Your husband talked you into it. I mean, I've talked my wife into plenty of things.
There you go.
Most of which she regrets.
But yeah, he likes vodka. He doesn't have he likes whiskey, but he likes vodka more. So
okay,
he's a vodka guy. But
yeah, now vodka is one thing that I'm a total noob. Like I'm guy who will I buy Grey Goose because I think to myself, oh, that's a great vodka, and it probably isn't bad. But I absolutely think that's the same thing as somebody saying, oh, well, like Glenlivet's a great Scotch, you know, and it's fine, but there's a million that are better, you know. Yeah. Does your husband or you have any sort of? You say you don't really drink too much straight alcohol.
Well, I know that he drinks because I buy it as birthday gifts and Christmas gifts and stuff like that. So
what would you buy him as a vodka for like a special?
So for a special occasion, it would be Ciroc.
Okay.
Ciroc, and then he likes Monopoloa. Those are kind of the main ones. Stolies is another one, but yeah, Ciroc is like his favorite, and then the other two are good go-tos. So
cool.
Yeah.
I've been looking to expand my tastes a little bit. I've just been drinking whiskey for so long, and obviously love it, but I feel like if I were to drink some crazy rums or some tequilas or something, I'm just, if nothing else, I'm going to taste something else that might give me a hint into what I'm tasting in my whiskey. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now vodka, kind of flavorless for the most part, but still.
Yeah, Syrah is, I think it's made from grapes, and then Monopoloa is a potato vodka, so a little different, you know.
Have you ever given them Beluga vodka?
No.
Or Western Sun? Those are really good. There's a lot of Texas vodkas that are made for whiskey drinkers, like Lone Elm, Banner has got amazing vodkas. Let's see, it's another good one. Blackland. Those are all good Texas vodkas that I think, I don't know if you probably can't get them there, unfortunately, but they're really good.
But we go up to the States and
Oh, okay.
So here's another kind of challenging. It's funny. I was reading this and I was just like, I'm not sure which one I'd pick right off the bat. Maker's Mark or Woodford Reserve Distiller Select. I did come up with an answer, but I'm going to let both of you answer before I do, because I took the hit on the first one there.
I would say Woodford.
Correct answer. Woodford.
Okay, good. We're all in agreement there.
Maker's isn't, like, the regular Maker's isn't that good. I don't think.
Yeah. I almost picked up Cask Strength Makers today, actually, just on a whim. Because I was like, I bet that's pretty good. But I'll have to save that for another time. So this is pretty good. I'm enjoying it, but
oh yeah, that's
I don't
right.
know.
The bison grass vodka. That's those good that Donald's talking about. It's a really good Polish vodka.
I don't know. Vodka's not my thing so much. So yeah, no, I mean, I totally would try it.
I haven't tried Megan. I had the solo, and I haven't.
Okay. So Matt, what do you have kind of coming up? What kind of stuff have you been working on? I know things are challenging, filming together.
Yeah, because obviously, Sarah has a immunity problem, so we haven't filmed together since February.
Yikes.
So everything's been, doing our, social distancing filming, and we had all these plans to do all these really cool videos that we haven't been able to do, and doing our ceremony that's for when we have 7 bottle donations. We have multiple people that give us 7 bottles now, and I can't do it. It's freaking awesome. So it's killing me. But next week is both chicken cock bourbon and chicken cock rye. So I'm really excited about those videos coming out. They're going to be awesome.
I feel like your channel is just going to devolve into dick jokes. That's
I'm not opposed to
them. They get a lot of views, so why not, man?
Hey, that video did the fighting cock did awesome.
Yeah. What is it? What is it up to now? Do you know?
Like 235, which is great for us.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
I still need the big black cock, the single malt. That's the one I can't find.
I need to cut that audio clip right there.
I'm just not saying that.
Bill, if you're watching this in the future, it was like 10-15 seconds ago. Just grab it.
What's the timestamp? Somebody say no.
Awesome. See, it didn't even take one whole one of these for that to come out.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
So what do you guys think? So my whole opinion of Booker's and price and everything. Somebody asked like what I thought was a decent price. I liked it at 65. I still thought that was totally reasonable at 65. Even when they went to 70, I begrudgingly did it, and I would have continued to do it. But once they pushed past, like oftentimes I could find it for 75 in my area, or even like just a little over 70. But knowing that they're selling it for 80 and they intend on it, that's it's as much a principle thing as anything, Yeah. Plus, I'm still a little bit annoyed because I made a contact over there, and they sent me like 1 Booker's before the person either quit or left or something. I never reestablished a connection there. And so, like had I been getting Booker's, I would have been doing 4 times a year again. So but it's tough. Buying $80 bottles every week, that's not maintainable,
No.
So sorry, I'm laughing. People liked your video.
Good.
Oh yeah.
So I mentioned earlier that there was a article that I found earlier this. Actually, I found it a couple days ago. It was well, why don't I bring it up? So I wanted you guys in the stream here to kind of play along at home here, and for Matt and Shayla, just kind of general chat about this. The idea is the 12 most commonly flipped whiskeys. And when I saw the headline, I just kind of got a little annoyed because I knew I just kind of gave a hint, but I knew which one would be first, and I think a lot of us probably would. Anybody want to take a guess?
Probably Blanton's.
What do you think, Shayla?
Blanton's, Pappy's. I don't know.
It is Pappy. So, Van Winkle specifically. So Van Winkle Special Reserve 12. So MSRP on this is 80, and it's flipping for 525, which I've seen it actually go for more than that. But just seeing the numbers, and hopefully you guys I think people could probably read those. Anyway, I just that blew my mind that people are consistently getting over $500. Like, it's sickening, honestly, especially for the 12.
It's still not worth it either.
Yeah,
I had the 20 at best.
I had the Pappy 23 recently, and that's great. But even that, I don't know that I would spend $500 on a Pappy 23.
No.
Yeah, like I still think that's totally overpriced. I don't know what MSRP on a Pappy 23 is.
Well, it was $250. Now it's up, I think, to $400 for the MSRP, and it's not even worth $400.
Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking to myself, I was like, I would probably pay $200 for that just because it's a 23-year-old bourbon. I mean, it's going to be worth something.
Yeah.
All right. So next in the list here, Weller. There's not much of a surprise there. So Weller 12 specifically. MSRP 37 and selling for 150. I don't keep too much tabs on the secondary market myself because it's not a thing I even want anything to do with. Just don't want to support that crap, but I don't know.
I find that Weller 12 is great to trade people for really good other whiskey, like Scotch or rare MPGs, and so MGP stuff. I traded for an Ambassador, which is hard to fit. I traded a Craig for a lovely Glencairn 15, which was totally worth it.
Do you get Weller down there, Shayla?
No, I haven't seen any. So
okay,
when we're going up in August, or that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna go hunting.
Nice. Are you going back to DC or are you going somewhere else?
No, I was based out of Washington State, but we're going to
Washington.
Arizona.
Sorry, yeah, you said Washington. I just thought.
Yeah, no worries. You're on the East Coast, so that would be what you would think, right?
That's right. East Coast is best coast. Even though it rhymes more with West, I don't care.
Yeah.
All right. So next on our list here, Blanton's single barrel, specifically. Yeah. So that one's it's going for about twice the price, $60 to $120. That's not hugely.
That's not too bad.
Insane. Yeah. It's not egregious, but it's still not great.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not moving too much. All right. So next on the list, I just found this very interesting to look through. So Old Fitzgerald 15.
Yeah.
Now I've heard a lot of people speak really well. I don't think I've actually ever. I might have tried a sip of Old Fitzgerald at a bar. I remember they pulled it out from behind a bunch of other bottles because me and Russ actually we were at a bar in Massachusetts and we were just kind of talking to the bartender about whiskey, and she realized that we knew what we were talking about, so she's like, "Oh, I've got this bottle hiding back here." I think it was a Fitz. I just don't know what age. So, I don't know.
Really good whiskey, but it's not worth $500. I'll tell you that right now. Say 300. Yeah,
it says 300. Yeah.
Okay, either way, it's still not worth 300.
Yeah.
So it says it's MSRP for 150 to up to 300. I feel like if I were going to sell something on the secondary, I would at least try to get double the price though, because there's a little bit of a risk there. Like what would happen if you're selling whiskey? Can you sell whiskey like on your own is that a crime? I honestly don't know.
Yeah, without a liquor license, I don't think.
Yeah, because you don't have a liquor license.
Yeah.
Okay. But even if you sell like a single bottle to somebody of age,
because if you, you have to be really careful. I mean, one thing to sell it to a friend, it's not a big deal. Nobody's going to care. But it's not a good thing when you go to a parking lot and the other person turns to be a policeman. You're going to jail.
Yeah.
So no, it's illegal.
Yeah. So that's totally not worth it.
No, it's totally not worth it.
Corn at a store and
you have to be vouched for in order to get into a lot of those groups. Otherwise, you can't get in.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like I wouldn't want to go to jail for. Actually, I don't know. Maybe going to jail for essentially selling alcohol. Maybe that's not so bad. I feel like you're not going to have as bad of a time as a lot of other people in jail.
So you make friends you don't want to make.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
That's the part you don't want to do.
Not worth it. Not worth it.
Totally not worth it.
No.
All right, so Baker's 13. I was surprised to see this on here. Now, I'm sure Baker's 13 is hard to come by, but
it is.
Baker's is fine, but I'm surprised to see any Bakers on this list.
For real. It's not worth $200 either.
Nah, for sure.
It doesn't feel like a unicorn. That doesn't feel like a unicorn. I don't know.
Right?
The other ones do, but
yeah, they just didn't make very much of the 13. It's good, but it's not worth $200.
Yeah. Have you tried the 13?
no.
Yeah, we reviewed.
I just I know what Baker's is, so I felt like.
Oh, totally. Yeah. No, that was more for Matt. I don't expect. Honestly, I wouldn't expect either one of us, Shayla, to have tried 90.
Yeah, we reviewed it. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
My buddy that down the street, the barbecue guy at Pit Faced, he's got it. He's also the Booker's connection, so I don't have to buy the Bookers. He buys all the Bookers, so it works out perfect.
I gotta talk to him.
Should he buys like 2 of every one, and then we have total Booker's nerd. You need to fly down for Booker's night, Bill. This is complete nerd crazy PowerPoints and everything about Bookers. It's amazing.
I would nerd out so hard on that too.
You would. That's what I'm saying. You should fly down next time.
Tell me why it's named kitchen table.
Oh, and then there's a spreadsheet, and then there's tasting charts and like interactive graphs. It's insane. It's awesome.
Have you tried Bookers, Shayla?
Oh gosh.
Have you had any Bookers, Shayla? Oh, I think she must be lagging.
No, I can't get it down here.
Oh, okay. All right. So what kind of is there anything down there that you can get? We'll get back to the list in a minute, but is there anything down there that you can get that we can't, other than the one that you were showing off?
So there's Abasolo, which is, I don't know if you guys can get it, but it's a Mexican-made whiskey.
Okay.
So, and then I don't know if you guys can get this. It's Buchanan's Two Souls. Can you guys get that?
No,
can't get that here.
It's aged in tequila barrels.
Okay.
Sounds good though.
Yeah.
I've not had that one. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Only tequila finished thing I've ever had was a Balcones, and it was at the Bastards Ball last year. So
that shit's awesome.
Yep.
Juntos.
Yeah, that was good stuff. It's funny, I hadn't remembered that was what it was. I just remembered liking it, but on the stream last week, people in the chat reminded me that that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, but that's interesting. I'll have to look into Mexican whiskeys.
Yeah.
Sierra Norte. Ooh, not good. Wheels gave us a ball that to review. I've tried it. I haven't had the heart to review it yet. He already knew it was bad. It's really bad.
Yeah. So, sorry, I'm just looking. All right. Do you do barbecue and stuff on that Booker's night?
Oh yeah, Ryan makes amazing. I'd say he's the best barbecue I've ever had. Freaking amazing. And he was going to come to the Bastards Ball and serve it at La Quinta for everyone. You could bring his truck, and everybody could buy it out of his truck and then eat it in La Quinta. So no one would even go anywhere. It would just be barbecue.
I'm so sad now.
I know. It's so sad.
Oh well, maybe next year.
And then our event with him, which we're going to have a bunch of distilleries come over here, and then his barbecue, we're going to do an event that we had to cancel in May because of that. So
yeah. Oh
well, probably next year at this point.
Yeah. Without any details, Matt, any progress on your particular thing? Has this whole thing put
well, it may actually help because it may decrease prices on things. So
that's what I was wondering about.
There's some movement there. We're looking at a specific place and going to see how low the price goes.
Cool, nice. Yeah, I'm obviously not going to say anything, but I'm very excited about that, and I'm excited for you to talk about it to people. So
very soon, hopefully.
We're being very cryptic here. All right, so let's see if I do. What do I do? I think I do this. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, so next on our list is Michter's 10-year single barrel specifically. I'm noticing most of these are single barrels, which is funny to think, because what if that barrel's not as good?
Right.
Right.
So,
you're gambling. You're gambling.
I know a lot of these things will skyrocket because somebody gives it a good rating. But man, like you might totally get a different barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we only have a couple more of these. So Old Forester birthday bourbon. That's not a huge surprise to see that it's on the list, but I am a little surprised anybody who's really going secondary market on it, unless you're a collector, I guess.
Yeah.
That's probably the only reason I could imagine doing that. Do you have any? You must have at least some birthday bourbons, Matt.
I have the 17, 18, and 19.
Okay.
And I think for me, I like the 17 the best of the three.
Mm-hmm.
I would be happy to trade the 19 for something better.
I've been sorely disappointed by any whiskey that gets popular when they do something like that, because they never do it as good, you know.
Yeah.
Like I mean, Booker's is just as we're talking about that. Booker's got really popular, and then too many of their expressions sucked, or just weren't up to the quality of the previous years. And I'm sure part of it is they are selling more of it. They have to find more barrels and blah, 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 the technicality, the logistics of it, but sell less bottles, you know? I guess that doesn't make money, but whatever. Yeah. All right, I think we got like one or two more. So Elmer T. Lee, not a 100-year tribute bourbon. That's not a huge surprise. Did you get a chance to try that one, Matt?
No, that was a bottle that I could have gotten, but they didn't realize that I could have bought it, and I didn't get to buy it because they thought I was supposed to wait for a day, and they told us that, oh yeah, we're sorry, we fucked up, and yeah, by the time it was gone. So,
that's so sad.
That was not a good day.
Nah, that's very sad. Sorry, one more here, and then I think we'll I'll just lightning round through these. Will it 6-year-old barrel 15-year-old cast strength bourbon? I could see that one.
That's the rate. Yeah, but of course it's on the shelf for $250. You can still get it on the shelf, so I don't see why there would be a secondary market for that one.
Yeah, partially sourced from MGP in Indiana barrels. Yeah, I mean we knew that. William LaRue Weller.
Oh, so good. That's the one of all the ones on this list. That's the one.
Well, yeah, from 99 up to 725.
Yeah, that one might be the one that might actually be worth the secondary. Now, granted, I wouldn't pay that.
Yeah,
but I could see someone paying it and actually being happy about it.
Okay. Yeah, this Hibiki, I would potentially pull the trigger on a Hibiki for like $250.
Oh, totally. That 17 is freaking great.
Yeah. I think I got to try that at the vault.
Mm-hmm.
So, but oh well. Anyway, so yeah, that was interesting. I'm still working on the first one of these. I feel like I got to kick this thing back. I've been talking a lot though. You guys. I'm chatty. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to pour something else. So I know that we talked, like you guys both pulled something else, Jack Daniels, I believe, right? Yeah. Do you what do you have, Shayla?
I have Old 7 and Gentleman Jack.
Okay, Old 7 and Gentleman Jack. All right, so it's 9:43. Why don't we do this? Why don't we kick back whatever's left in our glass here, pour something else, Jack, and then we'll polish the night off with a little Johnny Walker Red action.
That's not a good one to end on.
Oh, it's a great one to end on. It ends so many things.
Sounds so good.
This is almost like an initiation for you, Shayla.
For a long time.
Yeah. I'll do the same.
Yeah. And quick reminder for anybody here that you can find links to both Matt and Shayla's channels down in the description of this video. And Shayla is doing some pretty good. Actually, she came right out of the gate with like B-roll and background music and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So this is my least favorite. I already know that.
Is that just the gentleman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not gonna switch over to the rye. I'll just go regular Jack Old Number 7.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a new glass because something as high quality as this deserves to not be contaminated.
Tasting notes.
I don't remember the last time I had Jack without having Coke in it.
Without Coke, yeah.
The way that it fixes Jack Daniels with the Coke.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
Pepsi. Do you guys like it with Pepsi or you like it with Coke better?
I don't care.
In general, I'm going to go Coke over Pepsi 10 out of 10 times. But I don't know. I think I prefer Coke. Yeah. Just because for me, I've had so many Jack and Cokes in my life that the two, like if I drink Coke, I taste Jack Daniels. Yes, and if I drink Jack Daniels, I taste Coke. So, it's like I can't. So back in my living on my own days, like just out of college, having an apartment or whatever, playing World of Warcraft pretty much every day, I would have 3 Jack and Cokes in this gigantic. I mean, honestly, the cup was about as tall as a bottle of Jack, and it would be a 2-liter Coke, like half of it, and then just a shit ton of Jack, and I would have 3 of those, and I would stay up till like 1:30 playing World of Warcraft, and then I would go pass out, and then because this is the kind of guy I was, and then I would go to work the next day, and I'd be fine. But I learned if I had more than 3 Jack and Cokes for any reason, that was my limit. I would wake up the next day and I would feel like shit. And so that was I learned a lot about myself through many bottles of Jack.
3 is your limit. That's crazy.
Yes, we got lots of glassware of Jack because my brother-in-law decided he would drink all the Jack and give us the glassware that came in the gift set. But did he give us any Jack? No. He just drank all the damn bottles. It's like, thanks.
It's funny after that. After the single barrel here, this is almost kind of nice because it's like actually it's a third. Is it? Hold on, am I being dumb? No, it's not a third. It's like 50% less ABV. Math is hard. So
I don't like this.
Yeah.
That's a huge. I missed when you pulled that down. I heard Shayla say it was the Costco version.
You don't
but I didn't
like
see quite how big that is.
Yes, it's the 175 because it was cheaper to buy that way. And I didn't buy it for myself. I bought it for the people who said their husbands or wives really like Gentleman Jack. I'm like, okay, sure. Well, this is going to probably last forever. But sure, it's here. And because someone's like, because I have this at the base, there's a lot of engraved bottles that are Gentleman Jack. So I've got a few of those, and they've got C-130s and B-52s and different Air Force things on them. Okay. And but those we have. But this, I'm like, not engraved. Good. I can buy this one and actually drink it because I don't care about it. The other ones will never be open because I like the bottles.
You know what I love? I love that we just have 3 people who love whiskey enough to make YouTube channels about it and drinking Jack Daniels, like Old Number 7 and Gentleman on a stream. Like we have thousands of dollars worth of whiskeys at our disposal, and this is what we're drinking.
This garbage.
But that's awesome. That's good.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I made a Tower O Jack here. Let's see if I can go higher, or if this is going to be a big mistake.
This is a mistake. This is a bad idea.
All right, cool.
I'm shocked that stayed.
Wow.
As long as it's over the top of the camera, so I think I can pretend. Let me just. I'm going to put another. Yeah, no, it went right up there. I've got 4 of them stacked now. You can't tell.
That would end in disaster.
I'm going to take that down before.
Yeah. Before you.
No.
I'm not that brave.
No. I mean, I also have the giant to go with it, so it's nice. The only way to buy them.
Yeah. No Sinatra. So Matt does have a Sinatra off camera as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a little guy. I know you said it was. Yeah.
It's a 375 because it's way cheaper to buy that than just buy the 750 because the 375 comes with the single barrel. And then it comes with a Gentleman Jack for like $90. I'm like, well, why would I pay $170 for a Sinatra when I can get the 3 of these for $90?
That's really good.
That's a great deal. I'm like, it's basically like getting the 2 for free.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll take this.
That's for the Jack Tower. Thank you, brother. Jack Tower. It's like an action movie.
That's right.
You need like fire and explosion.
Wish I had sunglasses. Anyway, so Shayla, one thing I like about your backdrop is that you've actually got the bottom shelf stuff on the bottom shelf.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty good.
Like, was that?
So that's a lie.
Oh yeah, you got to move that. You got to move it down.
Yeah, here,
needs to be demoted.
There we go.
There you go. You're making us feel better.
There we go.
So I'm not gonna lie, I plowed through. Oh, sorry, Shayla, go ahead.
Oh, no worries. I just put them on in random orders, so
okay.
I didn't pay attention to bottom shelf, top shelf, but I'm glad it worked out. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, I downed that Jack mostly because I really want to get to this the highlight of the night here.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna go grab my red. I'll be right back.
Oh god. Are we doing White Walker too or no?
Yes.
I
You
am.
are. You volunteered for it.
Terrible stuff.
So this is where you get to show your whiskey reviewing chops.
Okay.
So you get to talk to us about how which one's better, what you're getting, some of the nuanced nose and taste that I'm expecting to come out of the Johnny Walker. So I picked up this bottle yesterday and we nice little break in the seal. Well, so I have a video coming up pretty soon. I might even film it this week, where I'm gonna be doing Johnny Walker Red versus Black Velvet versus Proper 12. And I went out and I bought all 3 bottles yesterday. I've reviewed all 3 bottles, and all 3 have been notoriously frowned upon by my channel. Notorious being actually totally an unexpected pun for the Conor McGregor whiskey. But anyway, so I'm going to film all 3 of those. I think I'll do all 3 of them side by side, maybe a blind taste or something like that, and see which one is worse and best. But now I have a big bottle of Johnny Walker Red, and so it smells. That smell is bringing it back to me.
Okay, so
no.
They're both, this is really good, but it's not great.
All right, so hold on. You got to tell us.
Some people drink it on the rocks. I mean,
you got to say which one you're looking at, because I think you're
like
lagging.
I get smokiness. I know they don't have much.
Yeah, I'm not purposefully stepping on you. You've got a lot of lag going on.
So this one is Johnny Walker Red, and this one is White Walker.
Okay.
No worries. Sorry. I thought my internet was good enough for this, but it's not.
No, you're good now. It's weird. It's like it drops for a little bit and then it catches up. All right. So your left hand is which one, and then your right hand is which one?
This one is red.
Okay.
And then this one is White Walker.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I'll keep them up.
Matt, are you doing red versus White Walker as well?
I've done it in a video already, but I will do it just in solidarity with Shayla, so it's fine.
Thank you.
It's horrible, and I already know that, but it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I just get like green apple smoke. They don't have a lot of smoke in this one, I don't think. I know they have like Cal Isla in here, but I get smoke. I usually don't get this much, but. And then just like vanilla caramel kind of sweetness.
So I'm donning the glove for this because it's an event. Right.
It smells like freaking.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh God! It smells like freaking cat feces. It's disgusting. It smells so bad.
Are you drinking or smelling?
Yeah, the red is so bad.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I often think back on that video, and I'm like, am I just like was that over the top? And smelling this for the first time in a couple of years, I know that you gave it a little easier of a rating, Shayla, and that's fine. I'm glad that you're in that boat. I hope that you evolve past that. And I'm sure you will. But I just I feel very justified in my video of this.
No, I definitely don't like it straight. It's for me anyway. It's a ginger ale mixer.
Yeah. I've never had this with ginger ale. I should try that.
Right. Both of you guys haven't. You told me, and you should try.
They recommend it actually on the Johnny Walker website to use it with ginger ale.
Yeah, okay. That's what it was like designed for.
Yeah. I'm almost like I don't want to, because what if I don't mind it? Or what if it's good? Yeah.
You have to like reel all this back. Like.
All right. Hold on one second, Shayla.
Sure.
Oh, you stopped making the face.
It's so bad. Oh God, this one's gotten worse.
I got to be quicker on the draw there. It was some good faces.
So much worse. The Johnny Walker Red is sucking less today, so at least we got that going for Johnny Walker.
Wow, the White Walker you dislike less. More?
Even more at the moment.
Boy, I
must have gone a little flat or whatever, which is fine by me. I mean, it's not really flat. It's just comparably in the taste, it's much more muted and less disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, right as soon,
Are you talking about the White Walker?
No, it's just getting worse. It just every sip just gets worse. Never mind. They both are terrible. They're just horrible.
I think the White Walker is less bad.
This is fun. I'm having fun.
Like nothing though. It's kind of like fruity, watery nothing.
Yeah, and I will say the nose on the red is kind of like a watery nothing with. Well, no, it's not. Because it's pungent, but there's nothing there. Like, how does that work? It's.
Yeah. I gotta find something else. This is fucking disgusting. No more. I'm done.
Matt, mix them together and
fine.
Oh God, yeah. All right, for science.
Yeah, for science. I wish I had. Well, I don't wish I had the white because I don't want to have the white. Yeah. But I wish I could at least do this with you.
I can get you another bottle of white there, Bill. That's not a problem. We can get you a nice gift.
So I thought the White Walker was less bad than the red because it just tasted like watery nothing with like a little bit of fruit.
I mean, that was what I remember was obviously I didn't hate the White Walker. I didn't like it, but I thought that the red cherry, red berries, whatever was going on there when you had it half frozen was not a terrible taste. But that was about as far as I was willing to go with.
Oh, it's fucking horrible.
That was so much worse. Oh God.
Mixing is even worse. No,
good.
That's a hell no.
I'm so proud of both of you.
Oh, yeah. All right. I had to drink better whiskey now. I can't drink this anymore.
I need a new Glen.
The taste of torture.
Another Glen. Oh, there.
I'm moving to good whiskey. Not with that glass though.
Oh no, they're all the same thing.
I'm quite pleased with myself, by the way. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this.
Something else. God.
If
Andrew, are you talking about
coming on another live?
I know. I can't tell. So, by all means, anybody here who has not subscribed to Shayla, I think she's earned it. She's at least earned some views. So, especially her Bushmills video. I believe that one's doing pretty well comparatively, right?
Yeah, it has. I think it's at like 170 or somewhere around there.
It was at like 270, but when I looked, or 230 maybe. It was up there for you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Last I checked, it was 170, but that was yesterday. So.
Yeah. All right. So let's answer a couple more quick questions. Thank you guys both for enduring that. I hope that whatever you just pour yourself to get rid of the taste is better. Much better. I think I'm gonna kill it with fire and go back to the single barrel here. But
I'm so glad I don't own either one. John.
No, I just switched to Compass Box Enlightenment, which is much better.
I feel like that wouldn't stand up to the gross that's on your tongue, though. I feel like you got to overpower that.
I mean, I could switch to like Brimstone or something.
Yeah, that will fix like an Isla, something, just something to.
Oh, you know what'll fix it? Here's what'll fix it for sure. The Iron YouTube pick. This will definitely fix it.
Oh man, I don't know what that tastes like, Matt.
I know you don't. Because you know what? They're all here.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. It's funny. My wife has been like, "How much whiskey do you get in the mail?" It's just everybody and their brother is. I mean, that's the way that distilleries are doing it now. Is because nobody's coming to their places, they're sending bottles out to YouTubers. Yeah. But it's wonderful for me. So,
it's fantastic.
So anyway, who was it? I think it was Kilco had a good question up here. Yeah. All right. So, what would you get yourselves for a birthday bottle? I might have my 40th showing up soon and need opinions, which I thought was a great question because I think we probably all get that question quite a bit.
Yeah.
What kind of whiskey do you want for your birthday? Especially my parents often get me a bottle.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let's put a cap of it since it's a birthday present, even though it would be kind of an expensive birthday present. Let's say $200 tops.
Okay. I don't know if the one I like is under 200.
Yeah.
It's Balvenie.
Which one?
Any of them.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Like the 12 up here is like $45, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder, is it way more expensive?
Yeah, the ones that they have down here are like $200.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, for the 12?
I don't know for the 12. The ones they have though are so expensive that I didn't even look. I was just like, nope, not that.
I bet there's some high age statement thing there.
Yeah.
I saw a few actually. Was it today? Yeah, it was today. I was at a liquor store today. There was one that I saw. What was it? It was crap. Shoot, it was $179, and I remember thinking that was just the right amount that I was considering getting it for myself.
Yeah.
It was I want to say it was. Oh, you know what it was? It was a Glendalough 25. Just because that sounded fun, and I know that they haven't been around for 25 years, so it's going to be sourced.
Yeah.
But everything that Glendalough has done, I've liked so far. Other than I think it was their double wood.
That thing is terrible.
Yeah, I think that was the one I didn't like, and your reaction solidifies that for me. But it was so off-brand too. I was surprised.
Yeah, I don't even know why they made that. It's like, what are you doing? Just throw that shit away. That doesn't exist. That was a mistake.
The 13 Mizunara was so good. I use that as my baseline for whether I like a Mizunara anything. So how about you, Shayla? What are you thinking?
For what my birthday would be?
Birthday pick.
Lagavulin Offerman edition.
Okay. No, I think that's actually a really good choice. Because that's, I don't know what it costs near you, but like over here, I think that's probably 60 to 70.
I can't get it here.
What was it? You can't get it there? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I think that's a great choice, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Matt, what do you think? Let's pretend that you didn't have every whiskey known to man. Oh.
It's a good question. Probably.
Yeah, he's like, I have everything I need. What do you?
Well, what I really want is an Hibiki 21. That's what I really want.
How much does that go for? Like 400?
It's a couple $100. The problem is you can't find them. Or if you find them to like 1,000 because they're assholes just ripping you off.
Yeah. So Mike Cook, thank you very much. And if I do go back to San Diego, which I do plan on, I will absolutely do another meetup.
But things that you can actually get, I'd probably have you like a Westland Gariana or something like that, which are fantastic. Or Octomores, things like that.
Oh, that's a good choice too. Octomore would be high up on my list too. Can't believe I didn't even think of that. That's one that's priced out of what I would normally buy myself.
Delicious.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. They're all good. I've never had a bad Octomore. I've tried a ton of them somehow. I just always hate. I hate to even say the word, but like I tend to mooch Octomore quite a bit.
It's a good choice. I mean,
yeah,
great on the mooch.
Right.
I'm all for the mooching of all the whiskey.
I know, you may as well. I offer whiskey to pretty much anybody that comes over my house. There's no reason I should feel guilty about mooching. So
no, exactly.
It's karma at that point.
Whiskey, and I'm like, here.
I guarantee you, I've shared more whiskey than I've ever drank. It's not even humanly possible.
Yeah. So. Along the line, I know we're kind of winding down, but I actually just had a random question for you guys. It's kind of leading to something I wanted to talk about, so fair point. But so, do you guys, as far as the whole COVID thing goes, do either one of you have like another family that you kind of are hanging out with, even though, like, we should all be isolating ourselves? But do you have like one other family that you both kind of have same logical protective measures, and so you're kind of like, well, you know what, we're both probably fine, we can probably hang out and we'll just socially distance?
I don't know.
No.
I mean, my own family.
Yeah.
But, right now we're not.
Okay. So I mean, I have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, and we're a little bit worried about just, social interaction and whatever. And so if they're not hanging out with any other kids, they're just hanging out with my wife and I, and maybe their grandparents. Like, we're a little worried about how that's going. So we picked another family. And we've talked to, like they're doing exactly what we're doing, and they're basically staying in their house all the time except to go grocery shopping. So we're like, okay, let's hang out. So either way, they're coming over tomorrow, and we're gonna be grilling and all this stuff. And we're all gonna stay outside, but except I'm gonna bring the husband down into my basement here and show him my whiskey collection, because he's a whiskey drinker. Yeah. And I told him, I was like, I have a bookshelf of whiskey. I do, and I think it's probably about 100. It's every time I get on these streams, the number grows. It's about 135 bottles now. It's going up by like 3 or 4 bottles a week. And it's ridiculous. Wow. But I'm very excited for that, and I'm cooking these insanely thick, delicious looking ribeyes tomorrow, and I'm so excited to do it. Probably my favorite cut of meat. So. Other than maybe a T-bone, which is essentially cheating because it's a ribeye and a fillet. So it's, but.
That's good. I'm jealous.
I can't wait to share.
Yeah, we have a large extended family, so it's whatever.
Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah.
I mean, when there's 30 people, it's just part of the deal.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So other people in the chat are with me. I'm actually a little relieved to see that. So I don't want to feel like I'm part of the problem, but I'm a little like ridiculous with the whole like sanitizing and mask, all that stuff. So anyway,
I drink alcohol. I sanitize my body every day. It's fine.
Yeah, that probably helps. All right. So real quick, let's do a little wrap up. So Matt, what do you have coming up? What are you doing next?
The 2 chicken cock videos.
Right. Awesome.
That's
right. And you got to get your hands on the big black cock, right? Is that what it was?
I need the bit. I still need that bottle. I do not know if anyone knows where to get it. Would love to have that bottle. It would be amazing.
Awesome. So Shayla, what's your next video coming up?
So I'm doing the French whiskey, and then I'm going to be doing the Buchanan's Two Souls.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. And you're doing one video a week, right?
One video a week, yeah.
What day/time do you usually put them out?
I do it on Fridays, kind of early in the morning, like I think it's 11, maybe okay. That they go out. So
that's a good time to release. I'm actually that was my release time for years. So yeah, it works out well. Awesome. Well, great. For me, I've got the Matsui coming up on Sunday. Patreons get a sneak preview at it tomorrow, and that's it. I'm gonna have that crazy like what whiskey is shitty video coming up pretty soon. I'm really actually kind of excited to do it, even though it's a little masochistic, but that'll be fun. I'll probably put that out next week. I'm like eager to film that. So if for no other reason to get it over with. So. What was that? Oh, yeah. Anyway, we couldn't hear that.
Get to the good stuff.
All right, cool. So, thank you all.
Just getting back to the good stuff.
Yeah. So thank you all for coming tonight. I hope that you liked this random like, hey, drink along with me kind of concept. I'd like to do it again. In the chat, it's usually on for a couple of minutes after the stream ends. Let me know if this is something that you want me to do more of, because I would love to pick bottles, especially like cheaper stuff too. Because there's no reason you guys can't go out and buy like a $35 bottle, I'm sure. And we could totally do this. I'll have other whiskey tubers on, and we'll just all drink together. It'll be fun. So thank you guys both for joining me on the stream. This was awesome, and this would have been much harder to do alone. So Shayla, I wish you all the luck in the world on your channel. Matt as well. So thank you all for joining here, and have a great rest of your night. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.